can hear me though. Hopefully you can. We're going to start standing with weights. If you have ankle weights or whatever, you can strap them on. If not, just hold them, and a squishy ball. If you don't have a ball, grab just a pillow.
So
right.
Now that it's around, I think 6 something.
What?
Should I stay just to have a position?
I think that's Anne that has her. Anne, can you hear us? I think you have your microphone on.
Yes, I can.
Your microphone is on. Do you mind turning it off?
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. Perfect. There we go. Now I'm the speaker, I think. Am I? There we go. Does that work? You guys can see me? Okay. So grab your squishy ball or pillow, weights in your hands, and stand with your feet just about hip distance apart, maybe a little closer. Squeeze that ball with those inner thighs, and then just have a little roll down, shoulders away from your ears, really nice and lifted through your center. And we're going to start just arms. So arms straight up, and then just slow lower back down. So inhale as you come up, and control back down. Pressing through your heels, feel those inner thighs squeezing that little bit straight up, and then control. Go for 4 like that. So up, pause, and control. Thinking about that core lifting, belly button just gently in towards your spine. 2 more like this. We're gonna add legs in a sec. I'll show you the side view. 1 more, we're gonna go up and stay. Now press through each one of your toes and then move straight up in space. Hold when you're there, and then just slow lower and lower. So we're gonna go up, up, little squeeze with your inner thighs, and then down and down. Got it? Up, core connects, down and down. Go 4 more. Up, up, down and down. 3, up, up, down and down. Last 2 like this. Up, up, down and down. Last 1, go up, and then stay. So feel the top of your head reaching up. You're pressing into each one of those toes. Inner thighs are gently squeezing. Turn your palms to face up. Bend your knees. Keep your upper body pretty straight up and down. And then stand up. Now add those arms to this. So we're going to bend in, elbows slightly behind your body, and then press and reach. Heels stay lifted. If this bothers your feet for any reason, you can do it with flat feet. That's fine. Inhale down. Give that ball a little squeeze. Exhale, press up. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Feel the top of your head reaching up to the ceiling. 2 more. 1 more. Inhale down. Whoa. Inhale down. Exhale, press all the way up. Drop your heels. Float those arms down. Have a little roll out there. We're going to go arms straight up, and then little circles. So as you're circling, your shoulders are staying still. Nothing changes through your upper body. Just those arms moving, just really your humerus, your upper arm moving in your shoulder socket. Try not to let everything else move with it. Little connection with those inner thighs. I want you to keep thinking about those. As we're working here, they're going to come into play a little more in a sec. Go 3, 2, 1, hold, and then go back the other way. So again, think about that humerus moving in your shoulder socket. You don't need to get everything else working. Just core, inner thighs, and those upper arms moving. Go 4, 3, 2, last 1. Keep those arms reaching in front. Now you're going to drop down low. Hinge your upper body forward. Arms come down on an angle as well. So you're not here, you're down here. Got it? And then stand all the way up. Open your arms wide, just in line with your body, and then come down again. Inhale down. Squeeze your inner thighs as you stand. Inhale down. Exhale. Press up. Go 5 like that. Squeeze those inner thighs. Press. 4, 3, squeeze, stand straight. 2, 1 more, right up, and then come down and stay. So your arms are reaching, you're still on that angle, right? Inner thigh squeezing, core is connected, just your right arm out, and then in. Left arm out, and in. Now try to keep those ribs square, so no movement through your torso as you switch arms. Abs are connected, inner thighs gently squeezing, up and in. And in, go 2 more each side. Really think about your shoulders, your ribs, your hips, all staying square to the way you're looking. 1 more here. Back in, stand all the way up. Give your shoulders a little roll down and then hold. Now turn your palms to face up. Bend at the knee, stay nice and low. Squeeze those inner thighs, just squeeze your inner thighs and then release. So just a little squeeze, hold and release. Exhale, squeeze and release. Go for 4, just those inner thighs. Show you this side again, 3. I'm hinged, my ribs are pulling, my ribs are hugging in tight, my core is connected. Last 2. Last 1. Squeeze those inner thighs, stand all the way up. Keep squeezing your inner thighs as you stand, arms behind you. Reach through your fingertips and then bend back down. Squeeze those inner thighs a little tighter, reach and in. So 6. Pull in. 5, press through those heels up and in. 4, press through those heels, inner thighs, squeeze. Go for 2. Squeeze in. Last 1. Pull down, stay. Keep those inner thighs squeezing. Reach those arms behind you. Hold there. Just bend and reach. Slow. Bend. Reach. Go for 4. In. 3. In. Core connects as you reach. 2. How are those inner thighs doing? Keep them squeezing. Last 1. Press back. Stay there. Press into your heels. Come up just an inch. Arms out. Squeeze in, so you're not going wide, you're just out a little and back. Wide and out. Go for 6, not too wide though. 5, out. 4, upper arms are moving, hands and weights follow. 3, inner thighs still squeezing, right? 2, last 1, in, all the way up. Give your shoulders a roll up. Grab your ball, pop it off to this side. And then I'm going to show you the side view for this again. Palms face one another. Now thinking about those inner thighs that we were just working with the ball, imagining the ball is between your legs here. So take a breath, your core is connected, you're nice and steady, right? We're going to kick our right, we're going to press through our left heel and kick our right leg forward. So as you do that, your weight wants to shift left. Think about that left inner thigh squeezing toward your midline so that left leg stays nice and lined up. Got it? Then from there, we're going to go to this side. Right out. And then we're going to go right behind us. And then we're going to pull in. Press through your left heel as you stand all the way up. Arms reach back. Ready? We're going to do it again all together. So inhale down. Left inner thigh constantly squeezing toward your midline. Kick that right out. To the side. Bring it back. Pull it in. Press through your left, stand all the way up. Reach those arms. Down, up, out, back, pull in. Left inner thigh squeezing toward your midline, reach. Lots of left glute, out, in, press through that left heel as you stand. We've got 4. Reach, you can do it in a smooth movement, you can do it in pieces, doesn't matter. Press up. You just want to stay light on your right toes. Down. And keep that left inner thigh squeezing toward your midline. In. Last 2. Down. Reach, reach, reach. Pull it in. Last 1. Down. Reach, reach, reach. Pull it in. Stand all the way up. Take a breath. You're coming right back down. So just bend. Press through your left as you stand. Reach those arms. Down. Go for 6. Core connects as you press through your left. 5. Press through that left heel, left big toe. 4. 3. Reach those arms. 2. Reach. How's that left inner thigh doing? Keep it squeezing toward your midline. Last 1. All the way up. Take a breath here. Keep pressure into your left heel, left inner thigh. Still squeezing toward your midline. And now you're going to lift your right. Hold. Arms wide. And then just tap. Up and down. Press through your left heel up and down. Nice, even waistlines. growing tall, and down. Go for 4, 3, up, control, 2, up, control, last 1, up, lower. Give those legs a little shake. We'll go to the other side. So now we're going to be thinking about our right inner thigh constantly squeezing towards our midline. So instead of when we're moving our weight shifting to the right, we're going to keep it centered, right? Okay. So start just bending. Have your palms face up for these ones. So for this whole side, we'll have palms facing up. Pressure into your right heel, right big toe, right inner thigh squeezing towards your midline. I'm going to say it like 20 more times, but just keep that in mind, all right? Reach your left forward, out. Don't let your weight shift right. Back, pull it in, stand all the way up, reach. So same movement, except your palms are facing down. In, reach, reach, in, and back. Bending low, right inner thigh squeezes toward your midline. Constant pressure into that right heel. In, we've got 5 more. Control that movement, lots of abs, keeping you steady. Down, reach. Reach, neck stays along with your spine so you're not here. In, last 4. Reach, reach, reach. In, last 3. All the way, nice big circle, back. Last 2, if you've been doing it in steps, try to do a smooth movement for your last couple. It's not easy, I know. Last 1, down, reach, reach, reach. Right inner thigh squeezing towards your midline, right? You're gonna stand up, pressing through your left, back down. Exhale up, core connects, hinge forward, go 6. And down, 5. Control, 4, reach those arms, and in, 3, reach. Last 2, in, last 1, pulling in, stand all the way up, keep those arms where they are. You're gonna just float that left up, reach your arms right out in front, hold there. Tap, and up, press through your right heel. Tap, and up, growing tall, inhale down. Inhale down, exhale, reach. Go 4, lifting up, right inner thigh squeezing toward your midline. 2, last 1, right up, lower, lower. Give your legs a little shake, give your arms a little shake. Awesome, guys. Okay, so grab your squishy ball now and come onto your mat. Like that. All right, so feet about hip distance apart. Just have your balls handy. We're not going to use them just yet. And then feet, heels in line with your sitting bones and then just within arm's reach. Keep the weights in your hands. To start, we're going to reach our arms right up. So let's start with a little protraction and retraction. Feel what's going on with our shoulder blades as we move our arms. So let's start by protracting, reaching up to the ceiling. Your shoulder blades are lifting off the mat a little bit there. You might feel a little bit of tension in your neck if you're really reaching. And then retraction, shoulder blades slide together. Kind of feel an openness kind of through your chest. Do that again, protraction. You might feel a little more narrow across your chest and collarbones. And then retraction back in. Protract and retract. And then go one more. We want to be somewhere between these two extremes as we're working. So think about your collarbones being wide, your shoulder blades being flat on the mat. That's your neutral shoulder. So remember, that's protraction. We don't want to be there. That's no good. We don't want to be here. That's also no good. Just stay neutral, all right? Now from here, open your right arm to the right side. Left shoulder blade stays heavy, so it's not protracting. It's not retracting. It's staying neutral. And then bring that arm back up and then go left. Right shoulder blade is neutral. Right arm is nice and steady. Do that again. So opening out. So again, you can do this with or without weights. I have my weights just attached on if you're wondering why or what I'm doing. Open out and press. So as you switch from right to left, notice, does anything else change in your body? You're kind of bringing extra weight to the right. So your hips might want to shift to the right. Try not to let them. Really isolate, so it's just those arms moving. You might feel like you're not doing much, but really pay attention to what's going on with your legs, your hips, your ribs, of course, your shoulders, and then any tension in your neck. Just keeping everything nice and quiet as we work. Now keep those arms up. We're going to go overhead. We're going to reach our right arm overhead. Now your ribs stay neutral, right? They're not going to lift. And then bring your right arm back up. Shoulder blade stays flat against the mat. Same left. Left arm reaches, right shoulder blade stays heavy, and then press back up. So it's harder for most people going overhead, keeping your shoulders and your ribs neutral. Really, really easy to lift your ribs. We don't want to do that. Really focus on keeping them hugged around your center. Just go one more each way. And up, and then one more here. Reach up, stay there. Keep those shoulders nice and flat against the mat. Now from here, lift up your right heel, lift up your left heel and stay. We are neutral. We have a little space behind our low back. The back of our rib cage is heavy. Upper body is nice and quiet. You don't want to be here. That is a tuck. We don't want to ever be there. Bring your right leg to tabletop, hold it there, and then float your left leg up as well. So if you feel like you need a little extra support, you can bring your arms down. It totally does not matter. I'm gonna keep my arms up, so shoulder blades flat against the mat as I work. Right toes tap away. So think of moving your thigh away from you. Pull your thigh back in. Now left leg taps away, reach, and then pull back in. Don't come down and drop your weight into your leg or drop your weight into the ground. Just barely touch, don't even touch, and then pull back in. Now we don't want anything to change in our body, right? We're reaching that leg away, but nothing in our spine changes, nothing through our entire torso. There you go. Entire torso changes. Keep your ribs tight around your center. Just tap away that little bit, and then in, and then tap away and pull in. If you have your arms up and you want to add some arms, let's go for it. Reach your right leg, left arm, and then pull in, and then same thing opposite. So if when you add the arm, you feel like your back is arching or you're feeling tension somewhere other than just your abdominals, I would just skip the arm, maybe drop your weight. You want to really focus on your torso staying still. It's those abs working the whole time here. You don't want to feel tension through your neck or your shoulders or your low back. Reach away and in. We're going to go one more each side. And in, one more here, reach. Back in, holding. Lower your right foot down, lower your left. Bring those feet to about hip distance apart. Arms can come down. And we're going to come into a little imprint. So belly button towards your spine, press through your heels, lift those hips nice and high. So holding at the top here, your knees are reaching away from the top of your head. So feel that oppositional pull. Knees reaching this way, top of your head is reaching this way. Spine is nice and long. Keep that reach as you roll back down. So constantly reaching your knees this way, constantly reaching your head that way. Hold, take a breath, and then come back up. Knees reaching this way, head reaching this way. Really think about that all the way up. Take a nice breath, and then roll your way down. Controlling all the way. You're in neutral at the bottom. Go two more like that. Belly button in, exhale, press through your heels, feel your glutes working, inner thighs are squeezing so your legs don't fall out or fall in. Knees reaching, slow and controlled all the way down. On the next one, we're gonna stay at the top. So belly button to spine, exhale, press through your heels, lift those hips and hold. So feel those knees reaching away from the top of your head. You're gonna reach your arms right up to the ceiling. Your shoulder blades are nice and flat on the mat. From here, you're gonna press into your left heel and lift your right. Take a breath. So you're just on your right toes. Now, if you feel your right hip has dropped here, make sure you can bring yourself back to center. If you want to stay with your toes down, that's absolutely fine. If you can keep your hips level, bring your leg up. Only if you can keep your hips level. If you're here now, I would bring my toes down and just keep them light. All right, so up to you, whatever feels good. Open those arms a little wider for a little bit of extra support. Now from here, lower those hips, almost touch the mat, and then press. So inhale as you come down, your body comes down in one piece. Exhale, press through that left heel as you lift. If anyone is feeling their back, bring your right foot down. Just have your toes down. That's totally fine. Inhale down, exhale up. And if anyone wants a little more, reach those arms up. It really changes it. Go for 4. Exhale, press. 3. Exhale, press, but really listen to your body. 2. Last 1. Exhale, press up, stay there, reach your right leg so your knees are in the same level, and then bring that leg back in. Hips are level, right? Reaching out. So this comes back to inner thigh, right? Left inner thigh squeezes toward your midline the whole time to keep you nice and steady. Go for 4. Those guys are important. 3. And in constant pressure through that left heel. 2. And in. 1 more, reach. Bring that leg back in, lower all the way down, roll all the way back. If your arms are up, bring them down, take a breath, roll back up. Knees reaching away from the top of your head as you roll back down. Go for a couple like this, just finding that center point in your body again, all the way up. You might feel your left glute a little bit more, left inner thigh maybe, because we were just working that side. 1 more, you're gonna come up and you're gonna stay. So to start, just open your arms wider, relax that neck. You're looking straight up to the ceiling. Press through your right heel as you lift your left. Stay right there. You can hold at this point or you can bring your leg up. If you can keep your pelvis still, remember you don't wanna be here. All right, so from here, we're gonna drop down and press. So now it's right glute, right inner thigh, constantly squeezing toward your midline so that right knee is reaching away. Inhale down. Inhale, control, press through that right heel as you lift. Remember, it's totally fine to stay here. Still a ton of right glute and right inner thigh. If you want, you can add those arms, whatever feels good, wherever you can stay steady. Go for 3. Exhale, press. 2. 1 more. Exhale, press up, holding there. From here, reach that leg, knees in line, and then pull back in. Now you should be feeling your right glute for sure. If you're not feeling your right glute, press more through your right heel. Hopefully you're not feeling your back. And if you're not feeling your right inner thigh, take a peek. Is that knee opening out to the right side or are you able to keep it center? Squeeze that right inner thigh toward your midline for 4. 3, upper body stays nice and quiet. Remember, arms down is a perfect option. 2. Last 1. Bring it in, lower toe, small heel. Roll all the way down. Come to neutral. Grab those knees, hug them in, have a little roll around here. And then reach your arms, or reach your legs straight out in front of you. Those are your legs, aren't they? Not your arms. Legs underneath you. So reaching toes away from the top of your head. Really thinking length here. So toes are reaching, knees are pointing up. We're neutral through our center. Bring your hands behind your head. So your elbows hover off the mat. Nod your chin just a little and then curl to flexion. So when you're in flexion here, look towards your toes. Your ribs have moved down towards the top of your hip bones, right? Your belly button is pulling in. Slow and controlled, lower your upper body down. Take a breath and then do that again. So tucking your chin, hold at the top, take a nice deep breath, and then slowly roll all the way down. So you're working as you come up, right? Tuck that chin, upper abs pull you forward, low abs are keeping your pelvis still. You're still working as you lower down, right? Keep working, keep working, keep working, keep working. Finally, you have a little break and then do it again. Tuck. Keep working all the way back. Now we're going to come up and stay. So tuck your chin, curl forward and stay. You have a little bit of space under your chin, right? Elbows are wide. Even weight on your hips. Left knee is going to stay pointing up to the ceiling and your left leg is going to stay like it is. Left hip stays heavy as you bring your right leg to tabletop. So knee above your hip. Take a breath there. You're going to reach your right leg out. Don't quite let it touch the ground. Just hover above it and then pull in. So you can stay like this. If for some reason this bothers your neck, even when your head is heavy in your hands, you can lower your upper body down. Really focus on your pelvis staying still. And if you want a little more, we're going to add this. So reach your right fingertips away from your right toes. Really think length. You're not resting here. This is the hardest point. Now come all the way in. Reach. Inhale back. Lengthen. Exhale. Left leg is reaching, right? Inhale back. You're as long as you can be. Curl forward. Go for 5. And 4, reach. 3 more, all the way, lengthen and curl. Last 2, lengthen and curl. Last 1, reach. Bring that right hand back, lower, all the way down, take a breath. Holding there. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. So start with that head. It's heavy in your hands. Tuck your chin that little bit, curl forward, holding there. You're reaching your toes away from the top of your head. Right hip is heavy, right knee is pointing up, left leg comes in. So just keep your upper body still for now. Keep that head nice and heavy. Reach your left and pull in. So as you reach your left, your right hip wants to lift, right? Really fight to keep that right hip heavy. Reach. And in. Now you can add that upper body. If you want, you can bring your upper body down. We can go here. You can add that arm if you want. Reach. Really concentrate on that right side, staying heavy. In. Go for 6. And 5. Reach. 4. Inhale back. Exhale up. 3. Last 2, keep that right hip pressing into the mat. Curl. Last 1, you're working all the way back. Keep working all the way up. Left arm back. Reach that leg. Lower that upper body all the way down. Reach your arms right up to the ceiling. Keep those legs reaching. Your arms are going to go straight overhead. Your ribs stay tight around your center, right? Arms come up. We're going to come into roll-ups. Tuck your chin, belly button to spine, curl all the way up. Reach out to your toes. Stack yourself up tall and then roll back. Belly button in as you roll. All the way. Good job, guys. Reaching those arms. And then back up. Nod that chin. Keep those feet pressing into the mat as you curl. Stack up nice and tall. Now bend your right leg. Don't bend it in too close. Just a comfortable distance. From here, you're going to scoop. And reach. And then come back up, tucking. This time we'll just come into a half roll. So you're still in a scoop here. Take a breath. Open those arms wide. Bring them in. Keep your left leg reaching. Open those arms wide. Go 2 more. Out, keeping that little scoop, and in. 1 more. Out, back in, lower all the way down. Take a breath, reach those arms up, all the way up. Stay in that scoop, switch your legs. Left leg bends and roll all the way back, curling, curling, curling. Reach those arms overhead. Your right leg is reaching, your left leg is flat on the mat, or your left foot is flat. Come into that half little scoop, holding there. Arms for 4. Arms for 3, abs deep and ribs tighten up around your center. 2. And in, last 1. And in all the way back, belly button, spine. Keep that right hip heavy, rolling, rolling, rolling. Reach, come right back up, tucking that chin. Bend your right with your left. You ready? Scoop back, belly button in, rolling, 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 shoulders back. Take your time, reaching those arms. Take a breath. Remember, make sure your legs aren't in too close. That makes it a lot harder. Tucking your chin. holding in that little scoop. Now open just your right arm and then bring it in. Open your left. You can grab weights if you want a little extra here. Out, pull in, left. And in one more right, reach. And in, keep that little scoop through your center. One more left. And in, roll all the way back, belly button to spine. Got one more like that. Belly button in, tuck that chin. Belly button in, tuck that chin. Holding in that little scoop. Shoulders away from your ears. Now a little extra pressure through your left heel as you lift your right. Now from here, rotate to the right. Left hand stops when it's on top of your knee, and then back to center. Open out, hands stay in front of your shoulders. Little rotation, hips stay still, and back. Go for 3. And back, go for 2. And back, one more. And back, lower your right, come all the way down. Same thing left, so tuck your chin. Holding in that little scoop, little extra pressure through your right as you lift your left, rotate, right hand stops when it's on top of your right knee, and then back. Hands stay in front of your shoulders. Open and in, go for 3. Abs deepen, ribs stay tight around your center. 2. And back. Last one. And back lower, all the way down. Woo, reach those hands away from your toes. Take a nice little stretch out. And then come on to your side. Grab your squishy ball. It's going to go between your ankles. All right, so lying on your left arm, it doesn't matter what side you're on, but I'm on my left. If you want to go on the same side as me, I'm sure I'll stay the wrong side anyway. So whichever you prefer. Left ribs are a little bit lifted. So that's your bottom ribs. Top waistline is really nice and long. If you can have your hand on there, that's awesome. But if you need a little extra support, it's fine to have your right hand in front of you. Just don't put all your weight into it. You want to be stabilizing with your core. Reach out through those toes. You're going to lift both legs and stay. So here, just really think length. Toes reaching away from the top of your head. Your waistlines are both long. Your core is connected. Slowly lower your legs to a hover. And then squeeze back up. So get to your high point. You should feel your right obliques a little bit. You should definitely feel left inner thigh. And then slow back down to a hover. Don't rest. And then back up. So go 6 more like this. Inhale down. 5. Inhale down. You're working as you lower. You're working as you lift. 4. Working as you lower. Working as you lift. 3. Go for 2, control, and squeeze. Last one, control, squeeze up and stay. Reach your toes away from the top of your head. Your top leg is still, squeeze that bottom leg into it for 8, 7. So that's your right obliques, right inner thigh working to keep your legs still as your left inner thigh squeezes in. 4, 3. Do you feel your right obliques and left inner thigh? 3. I think I just said 3, 2. Last one, stay up there. Keep your top leg still. Bottom leg squeeze. Oh, wait a second. Keep your bottom leg still. Your bottom leg is the wall. Squeeze your top one down. 8, 7, exhale 6. So that's left inner thigh, holding your leg still, staying like a wall, and then your right squeezing down. 3, 2. Last one, squeeze nice and tight, and then lower both legs down. Take a breath. Left hand out. So lie flat. So your left palm is facing down. Keep that right one in front of you. We're going to come into a little side flexion here. So sliding your left arm in a little bit. Don't just come here. That would be easy. Keep your elbow out there pretty far. Ribs lifting away from the mat, and then lift your legs that little bit. Hold here. Now, can you reach your right arm down towards those right toes? Take a breath here. Your head is in line with your spine, so you're not here like I was. Now reach an extra inch with your hand. As you reach with that right hand, lift your legs for 6. Go for 5. 4, little squeeze. You can see I'm hardly moving. 3, good job, you guys. Last 2. Last one, squeeze, hold, and then lower all the way down. Take a breath, grab that ball, pop it off to the side, and then bend your knees so your heels are underneath your bottom. Waistline's long again. We're gonna lift our heels up so our knees are pointing down. Good. And then lift that top leg up. So get up to the top of your clamshell. You're going to extend your leg from there. If it goes straight, it's perfect. If it's bent, it's still perfect. You're going to bend in and all the way. So you don't need to straighten it the full way. Just do whatever feels good for you. You want to keep your hips still. That's the focus. Reach in and down. So go 6 more. Up, in, and down. 5. In and down. 4 more. Up and down. Last 3. In and down. Last 2. Up, kick, in and down. Last 1. Up, kick, in and down, and then lower both those heels. Reach your right leg out so you can just keep your left one bent and hold. So really reach through your toes. You're gonna lower to a hover and then you're gonna lift. So just hover. Think of moving your thigh bone in space, lifting your thigh bone back up, lowering your thigh bone down. Nothing else changes in your body. Thigh bone lifts. And you're constantly reaching, right? Think about that oppositional pull in your body, toes reaching away from the top of your head. Go for 4, reaching as you lower, reaching as you lift, and lower. 2 more. And down, last one, let's go up, control down, and then come up to about hip height and stay. Now circle this leg around, keeping your hips nice and still, circling as big as you can keep your hips still. So it probably isn't super big, but just really pay attention. You want your hips to stay still. Again, thinking about your thigh bone moving in your hip socket, nothing else is changing. It's your core's job to keep your pelvis still. You've got 3 more this side. Are you feeling that? I hope so too. I sure am. Last one, hold and then go the other way. So again, that smooth movement. Thigh bone is moving in that hip socket all the way. Go 5, 4, control, 3, 2, last 1, and then lower that leg all the way down. All right, come onto your back. Give your right glute a little stretch, whichever leg was on top. You can hug your left knee in tight. Remember, stay neutral as you're stretching. Keep your tail tipping. So take a nice couple of deep breaths there. Give it a good little stretch. And then bring your feet both down to about hip distance apart. Let's just do one of these. Let go of those hip flexors and give your inner thighs a little stretch there. All right, and then we'll flip. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. Okay, so a squishy ball between your ankles. And then come all the way down. So remember, whoops, your waistlines are long, your hips are stacked, your shoulders are stacked, your right ribs are a little bit, or your bottom ribs are a little bit lifted, and then your toes are really reaching. All right, so we're gonna start just lift and then lower with control. Make sure it's really between those ankles so you have a good grip there. Up, pause, inhale down, and just a light touch with your left hand there, or maybe none at all. You can have your hand up if that works. And your head is just heavy, your neck is nice and relaxed. If you feel tension through your neck each time you lift your legs, maybe you're lifting your legs too high, maybe you're not engaging your abs enough, so play around with both of those. You don't need to do either. Don't worry about how high you're going. Think stability. Think about that reach. Up, control. Control. Go for 3. Control. 2 more. Keep those toes reaching. Down and then go 1 more. Up and then stay when you're there. Top leg is a wall. You're going to squeeze your bottom one up. Squeeze 8, 6, 5, squeeze for 4, squeeze 3, Squeeze 2. Squeeze 1, holding. Bottom leg stays still. Squeeze that top one down. Squeeze. Your bottom leg is holding nice and still. You've got 6, 5, 4. Abs deepen. 3, 2. Last one. Hold that little squeeze. Lower all the way down. Grab that ball. Pop it off to the side, and then have your heels underneath your sitting bones, and then you're going to go right up. So lifting up. Actually, wait a sec. You're going to go here. Doing these lifted clams. Up, up, and then in and down. So again, you're going to go up, reach, in, and down. Up, reach. Doesn't matter if you can extend your leg or not at all. Think about those hips staying still. Your thigh bone stays still when you extend your leg. So here you're reaching, doesn't matter how far you reach. Challenging that glute to keep you steady is the name of the game there. In and down. Go 3 more. Up, up, in, and down. Last 2. Up, up, in, and down. Last one. Let's go up, up, in, and down, and then lower those heels all the way down. Grab your ball, pop between your ankles. I forgot our side flexion. Pop your legs back out there. Reach through your toes. You guys were almost very happy I forgot this, I bet. Reach through your toes. So left hand is pressing into the mat a little bit. Don't put all your weight into it. You're going to come up and slide your right arm in. Again, you don't want it here. You just want to be here. So from there, you're going to reach your left arm out towards those toes, and then just a little reach as you lift your legs. Reach and lift. Head is reaching away, so it's in line with your spine. You're not here. Just a little tiny movement, just crunching that left waistline ever so slightly. Exhale up. Go for 5, 4, 3, abs deepen, 2, last one, and then lower all the way down. Okay, now bend your legs back in. So just comfortable distance, right ribs are that little bit lifted, and then reach your right leg out underneath you. So really thinking length, you're just gonna lift this leg and then lower that leg. So lifting from your outer glute and outer thigh. Control. So the higher you lift your leg, the easier it is to press your right ribs down. I don't want you to do that. Really think about those right ribs staying lifted. Keep them lifted as you lower. Up. Control. Go for 5. Control. 4 more. Control. 3. And down. Last 2. And down. Last one. Go up and stay and then circle. So it doesn't matter how big your circle is. Think stability through your hips. Up, around, down and back. Go for 4. Take it nice and slow. Feel those abs working to keep your pelvis still. Last 2. Neck is nice and long, so you're looking straight ahead. Last 1. Hold. Go the other way. Go for 6. And 5. Keeping those waistlines long. 4. 3. 2. Last 1. And then lower all the way down. All right, give that left glute a little stretch. So again, in your neutral, waistlines are long, hug that right knee in if that feels good. Take a nice couple of breaths, keeping that tailbone tipping away, waistlines stay long. Nice couple of deep breaths there. And then let's bring our feet to about hip distance apart. Find that neutral, upper body quiet, and then just legs side to side. And then Let's roll on up. Let's come up to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You can have a weight handy if you want. For some of these, we're going to start with hands right underneath our shoulders and your legs right together. So inner thighs are squeezing. You're going to curl your toes under. All right. So your ribs are staying tight around your center. Your core is connected. So you're not here. You're not here. You are neutral. All right. Really make sure your hands are under your shoulders. It's going to be really hard if you're out here or like in here. All right. Inner thighs right together. Curl those toes under. Now you're not going to move anything through your spine. You're just going to engage your abs and think of lifting your knees 1 inch, only an inch. Abs deepen. Knees lift that inch. Hold there. So nothing changed through my spine or nothing should have. Elbows have a tiny bend so you're not locking. And then slowly lower your heels back down or lower your knees back down. It'd be hard to lower your heels. Top of your head is reaching away from your tailbone, right? So your spine is long. Let's do that again. Abs deepen. Hold. And then slow come back down. Go for 2 more, just like this. Watch those elbows. Hold. Slow as you come down. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Don't let your legs just drop back down. Keep working that core. Go 1 more. You're going to stay right here. From here, those knees are staying lifted. You can either hold, or if you want an extra challenge, reach your right leg behind you and then pull it back in. Reach your left. Hips stay nice and level. Bring it back in. So your right leg extends, nothing changes through your body. And in, left leg extended out. And then can we do 1 more? Exhale, right, reacher. And in, 1 more left. Back in, lower those knees. Sit yourself back to a shell stretch. Give your wrists a good little twist out. A nice couple of deep breaths there. Let's check our time. Perfect. All right. And then come back up here. So hands under your shoulders again, knees underneath your hips. All right, we're going to start with our left elbow down to give our wrist a little break. You can just have your right hand on the mat. It'll just have a lighter touch though. All right, so hips are still square. We're not going to shift our hips. We're going to kick our right leg straight out. We're going to reach it back behind us, and then we're going to look down. So our neck is nice and long. Now from here, see if you can lift that leg a little higher than hip height. You got it. Now tap those toes down. You're reaching your toes away from the top of your head, and then you're lifting back up. So lower, hips stay still. Lift, hips stay still. Don't let anything change through your pelvis. That's the key. Inhale down. Abs are working to keep you nice and steady. Constant pressure through your left knee so that left knee stays under your left hip. 5. Control down. I'm constantly reaching my toes towards that wall behind me, up towards that window. Last 2. Lots of pressure through my left elbow. Last 1, lift up, stay there, turn your leg out, your knee points to the right side. Now you're gonna bend your right knee in towards your right elbow. You don't need to touch it. Kick it back out on that nice big angle. So pull it in, your pelvis stays still, doesn't matter how far your knee comes in, and then reach. So as your knee comes in, your hips wanna shift to the left. They're not going to, right? There's that left inner thigh again. Left inner thigh squeezing toward your midline so your weight doesn't shift to the left. Ready? 4. Go for 3. In, hips stay still, reach. Last 2. In, how's that left inner thigh doing? Left outer glute, inner thigh working together. Last 1. Reach out, bring that leg in, sit all the way back. Take a nice breath. Have a little shake out there, and then come back up here. We're going to do a little cat-cow. So drop your tail, scoop those abs in. And then all the way out. Take a nice breath. Drop that again. Tail scoops abs up. And then all the way out. Those shoulder blades slide together a little bit as you come. That little extension. Do that again 1 more time. All the way out. Lovely. And then let's do those same ones on the other side. So we're going to be here. We're going to have our right elbow down this time. Left hand is light on the mat. Knees underneath your hips. So kick your left leg out. Your hips stay level. Lift that left leg up as high as you can get it. Right elbow is down, right elbow. Got that? All right. Shoulders square. Your neck is nice and long. So from here, just reach as you lower. Keep reaching through those toes as you lift. Inhale down and exhale, lift. Like that right leg and your torso is in a block of cement. Nothing moves through there. You're just moving this left leg. Inhale down, exhale up. Think about that right inner thigh now. Right inner thigh squeezes toward your midline. Right knee is pressing into the mat so that you stay straight up and down. Inhale down. Fluff on my leg. Go for 4. Don't let that pelvis move. 3. That left hip really wants to lift as you lift your leg. Don't do it. 2. Last 1. Get up, stay, turn your leg out, bend that knee in towards your underarm, and then kick out. So in, reach. Good. 6. Good job, guys. 5, in, hips don't move. 4, in, doesn't matter how far in that knee comes. 3, if you're going too far, things are gonna change in your body, right? We don't want that. 2, get up nice and high. Last 1, in, nice and high. Bend that leg in. Sit yourself back to that shell stretch again. This time, walk your hands over to the left side. Give an extra little reach through your right fingertips. You'll feel that nice stretch through the right side of your body. And then walk those hands all the way over to the other side. Extra reach through your left fingertips if you're over your right knee here. Take a nice couple of breaths there. And then walk those hands back through center. So hands back under your shoulders, knees back underneath your hips. We're going to do a little swim prep with a little add-on here. So let's start with just our traditional swim prep. Kick your right leg straight out. Watch you're not letting your weight shift to the left. Left knee presses into the mat. Reach your right leg. So you're here. Now extend that left arm. So left fingertips reaching away from your right toes. We're just going to tap and lengthen as you lift. Inhale, tap. Lengthen as you lift. Go for 4 more. Watch that you're not locking that right elbow. 3, 2, abs deepen up. 1, abs deepen up. Stay now open to the side. Out, squeeze in. So your leg and your arm for 6. Nice long necks. 5, 4. How's that left leg doing? Is your left knee still under your left hip? It should be. 3, 2, last 1, and in, bring it in, sit all the way back. Take a little breath. Give those wrists a shake. Now we're gonna do those opens on the other side this time. We're gonna start with our right leg back, reach, and then, sorry, we're gonna start with our left leg back and reach, and then your right arm in front, right? Holding when you're there. So take a nice breath. You're just gonna tap. Inhale, tap. Exhale, up. Go for 4, constant pressure through that right palm. Watch your, or sorry, that's your left palm. Watch your left elbow. 3. How's that right knee doing under your right hip? Straight underneath, right? Last 1, up, stay, open out, and in. Lengthen that spine as you open out, and in. Go for 6, out, 5, 4, 3, last 2, little movement, last 1, back in, hand in, leg in. Sit yourself back again. Give those wrists a good little twist. Shoulders can have a roll out. Hands underneath your shoulders. Step your right foot back. Press through that heel. Step your left foot back. Press through that heel. So really think length through your spine. Top of your head reaches away from your tail. Bend your right knee in. Almost touch the mat. And then kick back out. Now go left. In, almost touch. Keep your hips nice and lifted. Right again. In. Left. In. And reach. One more right. Ribs nice and tight around your center. One more left. Pick those abs up. Press yourself right back to a nice downward dog. Tail lifts up to the ceiling. Walk those feet out. Switch. Switch. And then drop both heels nice and low. Keep that tail lifting up. And then let's step our right foot forward. So right in between your hands, come for a little hip flexor stretch out there. So your right knee, left knee is down. Right knee on top of your right heel. I'm gonna stop talking because everything I say is mixed up today. Press into those hips a little. You can tuck your tail under. Take a nice couple of deep breaths. Right, guys? You can reach your left arm up, so same as your leg, and then side bend across. That feels good. And then step those hands down, turn your right leg out, and then you'll get your right hip and glute. Have a good stretch out as well. Nice couple of deep breaths just like that. You can walk those hands as low as that feels good. All right, and then curl those left toes under. Step your right back. Press yourself all the way back again. Drop those heels right down. And then come back into that plank. This time your left knee is going to step forward, drop your right, holding there. So again, you can tuck your tail under a little bit. You'll really feel that right hip flexor a little bit into your right psoas, especially with that arm. Just whatever feels good. Might feel how one is much tighter than the other. Nice couple of breaths there. And then turn that left out so you can give that hip a little stretch out as well. Hands can come down, whatever feels good there. Think of letting go through that entire left hip. Let it turn out as much as it feels good. And then walk those hands back underneath your shoulders. Curl those right toes under. Step your left back and then lift up through your core as you press those heels down. Walk your hands into your feet. Hang in that forward fold. Take a nice couple of breaths. Roll those shoulders out and then just stack on up. And you are finito. Thanks, guys. Nice work. Hope that felt good. Carrie's got my favorite pants on. Good job, guys. I will see you, I guess, next Monday if I don't see you before. Have a wonderful week. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Lindsay.
You're so welcome.